City were pretty unlucky, I think, and I think two Manchester United fans talking about Man City, we've kind of almost got to play devil's advocate a little bit and put our bias aside and say that if we'd have had a chance to score in the final minute, chalked off in the way that City did, where the referee apparently played advantage after a foul on Haaland, but then blew the whistle when Grealish was through on goal. I mean, we don't know what would have happened, but I'd be really super annoyed with that, wouldn't you? To put it mildly.
It looked ridiculous. I don't understand how it looks suspect. I'd go as far as saying that, to be honest, because even when they obviously rolled it back in the Sky Studio, didn't they, after the game, and you see how
Yeah.
late he actually blows. The ball's pretty much through to Jack Grealish, and he's through on goal, and that's pretty much when the whistle gets blown. It's not like it's a few like a second or two before when the ball's
No.
kind of on its way through. It's when Grealish has got the ball. So I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand what went through the referee's mind there. And there's no,
Well, he gestured to play on. He opened his arms, didn't he, and went play on.
yeah. And do you know why? It's ridiculous because I saw a headline earlier. I think it was by Sky Sports, and they have that thing where obviously they have Dermot Gallagher on and say, and basically they were
Yeah.
saying technically the referee's not done anything wrong. That was the headline, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, how can you
Yeah.
even excuse that?
I think it's because he didn't break any sort of laws. He could. It's within his right to let the game play on, to stop it whenever he wants. There was a foul, so he could have pulled the game back for a foul. But I think the fact that he did let play go on quite like openly, like you saw his gesture saying "play on," had the whistle in his mouth, but his arms were open when Haaland played the ball through. It was only when the ball was pretty much at Grealish's feet that he blew the whistle, which is just mental, isn't it? And I think they said that he'll wake up this morning feeling absolutely devastated with this, the way this decision's played out. But why do you blow the whistle at that moment? It just makes no sense. And I don't often find myself siding with Man City fans, but I'd feel really annoyed with that. And I think Pep Guardiola, to his credit, was fairly gracious at the end, which is not very often something you say about Pep Guardiola. I think he kind of didn't want to get involved too much with criticising a referee because the replays spoke volumes, didn't they?
Oh, definitely. It was a horrendous decision. There's no two ways about it. And we are kind of getting. I've already mentioned it, but we're kind of getting to the point now where we're getting to post match and we're spending more time talking about referees and VAR and decisions more than we are actually in football. That's what's dominating the headlines, and we don't want it to. We don't really want it to get to that stage. But I think we're kind of past it. Really, I think we're there already.
Well, City will see it as a missed opportunity, points dropped, etc., as they chase for the title. But they've been off the boil for a few matches now. I think that's their third draw in a row in the Premier League. I think I'm right in saying that Rodri is suspended again. Is that right for the next game? So we know how much they struggle without him. I don't know about you, but I looked at some of the chances they missed in this game, including Haaland. Like he skied one at one point, and I don't know what's wrong with them. They just look really off the pace. And I know Doku's been an incredible addition for them, hasn't he, on the wing? But can you say he's probably changed their game a little bit too much, maybe? Like he becomes the focus of their attacks now down that left hand side. He's not always looking for Haaland. I feel like they're adapting a little bit the same way they kind of did when Haaland came into the team and when Grealish came into the team. And it's almost like they've got to adapt to a new way of going forward, haven't they? And it's not quite working yet.
I wouldn't say he's the wrong player. I'd say he's a different player to have. It's very different to what they had then. It's probably actually what we already mentioned, didn't we, in the summer? We said that obviously with Bernardo Silva, Foden, Jack
Mm.
Grealish, they're different kind of creative players off those flanks where they've not got that burst of pace and speed that that they've had in the past in Raheem Sterling and even to a slight degree Riyad Mahrez, where he's actually got that a bit of acceleration or can turn a player the way that Doku can. It's
Yeah.
going to take time for him to adapt. Let's not forget it's a brand new league, brand new. It's a new country for him to come in and really adjust. But Haaland had a bad game for me. I think he had 5 shots. He didn't even get one on target, which is
Mm.
unheard of for him, really. To be honest,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
normally efficient with his finishing. I said it last week and I'll say it again. I think they really missed Kevin De Bruyne. I think it's just
Yeah.
he takes them to that level that they need to be at in terms of creating chances, but really his efficiency in creating chances, it's not the number of chances, but the quality of the passes and the crosses that he's able to obviously
Yeah.
provide. And they really do miss that. Haaland definitely misses it because last season it was ridiculous, that sort of relationship that they had. So
Yeah.
they'll be itching for him to get back.